This is Meteorologist Steve Pellettiere, and I am the Weatherman. Thanks for checking into the weathermanpod.com on your Tuesday. It's the 24th day of the month of February 2026. I chuckle because of just a tremendous storm that actually moved on through. Hey, one good thing, the models that we talk about, there was the European model, of course, the U.S. model. The old story goes back to the Euro. It was always a top-notch type of thing that we wondered about in the 1990s, before the age of really intense internet. We used to get most of our weather charts using fax machines, but not the fax machines that you see right now. These were actually special weather faxes, and the paper was actually wet, and electricity would actually burn the map into the paper. It was a special type of paper from Alden Company up in Boston. Well, long story short, that's when we first saw that. And there was this one tremendous storm. It's probably somewhere about 1996 or 1994, 1996. Those were two very big years in snowfall in the Northeast. And we saw the Euro, and about 5 days ahead of time, it had forecasted this tremendous storm along the eastern seaboard and gave a tremendous amount of snow. And we thought it was the most amazing thing in the world because remember back then, all the U.S. models were fairly garbage. They just did not work too well. They were working on them, but this was a real innovation. Well, but going into the 00s, the 2000s, and then up to the teens, and of course we have Superstorm Sandy, and the Euro was the one model that actually forecasted this storm to come up along the eastern seaboard and then make a left turn and hit Atlantic City or Brigantine. That's kind of unheard of also. That was another amazing thing from the European model. Well, I'm sure the National Climatic Data Center and National Centers for Environmental Protection down in D.C. and out in Colorado were working on these models to make them the best in the world. And I think they are getting real close to it. This storm was actually forecasted by the GFS about 5 to 6 days ago. And at the time, it was giving close to 2 inches of moisture, liquid equivalent, to New York City and many places in New Jersey, Connecticut, and into the mid-Atlantic states. Hard to believe. The Euro did not forecast this storm up until like maybe Friday. They started bringing it in, but bringing it in grudgingly. And we're always kind of using both numbers, but the GFS was kind of staying the same the whole time. And, well, it was just amazing to watch it because I'm saying, my goodness, if we get this amount of moisture here, we're going to have probably between 20 and 30 inches of snow. Well, lo and behold, we're looking at the numbers coming in. Connecticut, mostly 15, between 6 and 15. Highest amounts were to the south. Massachusetts also between 5 and maybe 12. And up in New York, Albany had the lighter amounts because if you go further north, it wasn't that much. But you get down into Dutchess County, up to 18 inches in some places there. And then you look into other counties in the south, Rockland County, Orange County, Westchester County in New York, Fairfield County in Connecticut, all places ranging somewhere between 15 and 22 inches of snow. But that's not the end of it. So this area of, I guess a band that was to the extreme western portion of the storm moved on through sometime between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. this morning. And it covered eastern portions of New Jersey, eastern Bergen County, all of Hudson, eastern Essex, eastern Union, eastern sections of Middlesex and Monmouth County, and even portions of Ocean County in New Jersey. And some of those places, tremendous amounts of snowfall, between 22 and about 28, 29 inches of snow. I think Newark Liberty, the airport there, I think came in with about 28 inches of snow from this one storm. And it actually had started the morning with about 18 inches on the ground. We thought maybe another 2 or 3 inches there. But when this snowburst came down, it really put the, I suppose, icing on the cake. I don't think so, but basically it was a lot of snowfall. And we're going to be digging up from this over the next several days. Now we're going to have a pretty dry day today in the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast. However, a little upper-level disturbance swinging on through might give us a little coating to an inch of snow tomorrow morning. Then gradually milder. The sun is rising earlier, setting later each and every day. So eventually we start with meteorological springtime, which begins this upcoming Sunday. So as you look about all the snow around you, just keep in mind the sun's going to do some pretty quick work on it over the next 5 to 7 days. Well, that's it for today. It's going to be a good day today. Might have some light snow tomorrow morning. Aviation-wise, it's just a mess. So really not going to talk about it. You can't get out of the New York area. Or if you do, it's going to be delays because they're just going by the book, just plowing away and blowing snow, causing more and more problems. Suffice to say, your Tuesday is going to be sunny, but it will be cold, near 30 to 35. And then a little round of snow early tomorrow, and then back to a little bit of milder weather as we head towards the end of this week. I'm Meteorologist Steve Pellettiere, and I am the Weatherman. Hope you have a great day today. I'll talk to you first thing tomorrow with some more numbers, too, around the area. See you then.